Alright, so we got a lot to talk about in this review. So basically, return of Reggie and Mike, obviously in the third, uh, Phantasm. So the movie starts off with them, reuniting after what happened in the second movie. But this time, Mike ends up getting taken. Unlike, fuck. Was it Reggie that got took last time? I'm not sure. But Mike ends up getting taken, and then Reggie ends up running to a kid called Tim, and Tim basically explains his backstory and where he came from and how he got here, yada yada yada. And then they find out how to stop the tall man, but apparently last time the tall man didn't really die, so now they have to figure out how to kill him off. And they like get a new I guess partner, which is a girl, and she's not actually quite bad. She At first she was kind of hostile towards him. He was going in and her friend ended up getting the blood sucked out of her head. You know how it is. And then apparently there's parts in between the movie where Jody I think this is Mike's brother's name. Jody helps Reggie like understand what the hell's going on, and basically Reggie ends up falling in love with the woman, but I don't know why it's. And then you get to see a part where there's like a picture of Reggie's family, and you're like wondering what happened. And I don't know if he explains it in the first movie or second movie on how he lost his family, but I looked it up. He lost his family due to what happened with Jody and stuff, so it makes sense, and I kind of feel bad for him. Um, but Reggie didn't die in the second movie at the very end. He didn't. I thought he did, but no, he didn't. So basically, they go and find Mike. They find him. They break him out. Yada yada yada. There's this whole other part where they're back in the same area. um, they end up locking the tall man to a cold room, I guess. And they make his skin melt off, kind of, and then apparently he ends up possessing Mike. I think that's how it goes. He ends up possessing Mike, and there's this whole part where Dre's saying, "Do not believe everything you see. Try to understand it, or some shit." And then, the woman ends up leaving, I guess. And then at the very end, they want to make sure that they didn't miss anything. Reggie and Tim go back in. Tim's really good at shooting for a kid his age, and he's actually decent at driving, which you should never let a kid drive. Um, but basically, the tall man wants Tim for some reason because he's a boy, I guess. Mike's thing was complete, so Mike ended up walking off into the distance. He was like possessed or some shit, and then at the very end, you see Reggie surrounded by all these ball things, and Tallman comes in, and then you see like how in the first movie how Mike got grabbed and stuff at the very end. That's how Tim went out, and the movie ends. So I'm really excited for the fourth one. I thought this one was good. I liked it. I liked it. I mean, it's not better than the second one, but I really like it. I think it's decent. I think it's decent. But there's another part in the movie where like there's like a whole part where Reggie's in his mind. And he's like having sex with a woman, yada yada yada, and then he talks to Jody. It's the whole thing. But overall, Phantasm 3 was an okay movie. I didn't mind it. I really didn't mind it. If I had to give this movie a rating, I really liked the characters. I really did. I liked the There's not a lot of kills in it, but it had a lot more action and stuff, and a lot more comedy, which is awesome. And Reggie's probably my favorite character. Reggie's he's a badass. He's a smart individual guy who lost his family due to tragic accidents and stuff, and it's very sad that what happened to him and his family. But I love him. He's a good character. Tall Man, obviously. And if I had to give this movie a rating, I'd probably give it like I'd say it's better than the second one because I liked it a lot more and it had a lot more comedy. Yeah, I probably give this movie a I give it a 7 point. No, I give it an 8. Fuck it, I give it an 8. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed my time watching this. I really did, and I'm excited for Phantasm 4 Oblivion, and yeah, that is pretty much about it. Phantasm 4 next, Oblivion is next. Yeah.